was a nice and sunny morning in Catherine Valley in Wales. David had a busy day ahead of him on the farm, so was eager to get to work. "Oh, how I love the Welsh air in the morning. It's very coarse." Dave wanted to get started, but he had forgot to say good morning to Emma. As all Welshmen know, this is considered a crime, disrespecting the childbearer of the family. It was especially frowned upon in Catherine Valley. Emma was not happy. "Oh, Emma, I'm so sorry. I should have spoken to you, my loyal wife." "David, I'm very angry with you. You just get up with Panic at the Disco blazing through your ears, and you don't even acknowledge your wife's presence." Dave was upset, so he began to cry. Emma rebuked him and made him realize what was important now. "Oh, sob, sob, boo-hoo. David, for goodness sake, crying isn't going to help us. You better get started on the farm to feed your family. Then I will forgive you." After harsh words from Emma, David got to work herding the sheep. This was his first job of the day. David looked at the sheep and remembered the times he had had with the sheep when he wasn't married, but he could never do that now he had a wife. Emma would snap his cock off. "Oh, David, no, that was a long time ago." David was herding the sheep happily when suddenly he heard a noise. "Oh, what was that? It sounded like... No! It was Katie Evans. She seemed to visit David occasionally, often to converse about Wales. However, David knew he'd be in trouble, so he tried to get rid of her. "Hello, sweetie poppet, how are you, darling?" "Katie, you can't be here. Emma's the jealous type. You know that surely." "Oh, darling, I'm just here to talk about debating. Would you like to do one?" "Is it about Wales?" "No." "Oh, well, in that case I think you better go. You know how Emma gets when I'm chatting to others. Please go." Everything seemed okay, and David looked like he got away with it. However, he knew Emma of old. She could smell a rat, and knew David was up to something. "Oh, I'm so glad I got away with that." "David, who was that? If that was Katie, you're in big trouble. Get back to the farmhouse." David came to the pantry. Emma was really unhappy with him. David had a reputation of being loyal. Although he's so sexy, all the girls love him. Emma had this fully in mind, but was still unhappy after David had let himself slip and not kept the agreement. "David, I saw Katie coming up there. I've told you never to see her. I'm so angry at you. I never thought you'd be this much trouble. At this rate, we're not going to Leeds Fest." "But Emma, we have to go. All the shit bands that I bum will be playing there. I can't miss Leeds Fest." David was really quite worried about missing Leeds Fest. The thought of him not being able to walk around the common room with that gay green band round his bloody wrist was just too much to bear. "Oh, Emma, you don't understand. I have to go to Leeds Fest. It's my only outlet as an emo/indie/crap rocker. Please let me." "Well, David, the corn needs cutting soon. I tell you what, you harvest all the corn today, and we're going to Leeds Fest." David looked over all the corn. He knew with it now being late morning he could never harvest it all in time. It looked like the dream was over. "Oh, just look at all the corn. I'll never be able to harvest it in time. I guess I'm just not cut out to be a farmer. Oh no, it looks like Death Cab for Cutie and The Rakes will be performing without their #1 fan this year. Oh, how I'm saddened. I may as well be back in Yorkshire." But it was at that point that David had an epiphany. The old wise Welshman of farming appeared to him. David was to receive a very wonderful break. "David, never say that you want to go back to Yorkshire. Wales is your true homeland. I'm sorry, how rude. I'm Daffy Jones, the ultimate Welsh farming spirit. I have watched your progress, David, and tried to guide you this far." "But I don't get it. Why me?" "David, you've had an amazing journey. Welsh farmers come along every day. They do their country proud and live happily. However, David, you've had the toughest ordeal to get you where you want. You had to live in barbaric Yorkshire for most of your life. You were so afraid of the persecution that you remained undercover. until that fateful day when you entered year 12 and your secret was broken. You had to suffer for your country, David. You were persecuted for who you were. After suffering this for 2 years, you managed still not to be swayed by Barnsley's brutal ways, and you came back, hunting for your hardship. This total love of Wales and commitment to find a Welsh bride has earned you your destiny. So David was given a very special present. All the corn was harvested and could be at any time he wanted, leaving him to do the farm jobs he liked best. However, most importantly, he now had time for Emma. He had got caught up in this farm idea and hadn't given her enough attention. Now all that was going to change. So David, here's your reward. Any time you need the harvest doing, it will instantly be done from now on, by the spirits of farming. This will leave you time to do your favourite jobs. However, maybe you should be thinking about someone other than yourself. Goodbye, David. We will be with you always. You know, you are so right. I need to spend time with my love, Emma. And we can go to Leeds Fest. Oh, thank you so much, David. I can never repay you, 'cause I'm tight like that. For once in his life, David was truly happy, and completely recovered from the mental scars of Yorkshire. He knew he had one thing on his mind. Well, maybe more, considering his dirty hound thoughts. Emma, all the corn is cut. I've decided I'm now going to spend more time with you, my love. And I believe we had a little arrangement? Oh, David, well done. Oh, David, how Welsh of you. And yes, of course, our arrangement. David, we're going to Leeds Fest. Oh, I was actually thinking of the other arrangement which we had, which wasn't published in our cartoon. But yes, we can go to Leeds Fest first, I guess. Woo! So David and Emma went to Leeds Fest and saw all the crap bands that David loves, and maybe Emma loves too. They were looking forward to a life of Welsh bliss, and maybe with them sharing a tent, we'd have another little David on the way.